If you want to grab our men's lifestyle supplement and male advantage ebook, all links are in the bio. Let me tell you a story, okay? They believe that alpha males actually, there's always alpha males in a sense. There's always going to be a leader of a group, etc. You know, it kind of makes sense. But they believe what was truly inherently an alpha male in 10,000 BC, etc., died out because they were the kind of single problem within a tribe. There might have been 30 people. There's one alpha male. He's a bully. He's aggressive. He's getting on everybody's nerves. He's stealing and sleeping with everybody else's woman. You know, the 29 other people get together and go, fuck this guy, let's get him out of here. And they killed them off. They cast them away to go and live on their own, you know, which is a terrible strategy for survival. And science believes that a lot of alpha males actually died out. Well, some may have made it through the filter, I don't know, okay? But we're in a scenario now where I believe that same thing is going to happen. Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be talking about the death of the alpha male, which is kind of strange because it served me so well over the years, you know, titling videos and articles of alpha male and having a chat about the alpha male. It served me fantastically, and I think I even sold a course regarding something to do with this years ago, and it, you know, made me a decent amount of money. So kind of seems like I'm shooting myself in the foot here. But anybody who's read the Male Advantage ebook will understand the concept of the outlier male, and you may have come across it on the channel, the YouTube channel, a few times. The alpha male concept, it works in a physical sense. That's why I mention it in body language videos, etc. Because anything that is external, you know, upper layer, it just physique, biggest, strongest guy in the room. Anything that is good body language, you know, can be considered alpha male body language just by nature of what body language is, okay, and what it's associated to. But I think it doesn't bridge past that gap. And I think for hundreds of centuries, that's worked, okay? I think for a long, long time, being the biggest guy with a club in your hand or a mace or a sword or, you know, being on horseback with a shillelagh, like that's worked. And even at the start of this century, I think, the last century, I think being the biggest guy in the bar who could land the big overhand right, I think that had some substance to it because people didn't value intelligence as much, okay? And even the 50s, 60s, whatever, you know, if you were an intelligent guy who made a lot of money, you were still a geek, a nerd. Everybody still wanted to be a jock or, you know, the biggest guy and whatever. I think that's really turned. I think the tables have really turned, especially as women have become equals, okay? Women are now in the workplace. They can earn as much, if not more money than the men. And that's how it should be. Everything's based on merit, and that's a society that I want to be involved in, okay? I think it will make the alpha male concept obsolete. Being the... Let me tell you a story, okay? They believe that alpha males actually, there's always alpha males in a sense. There's always going to be a leader of a group, etc. You know, it kind of makes sense. But they believe what was truly inherently an alpha male in 10,000 BC, etc., died out because they were the kind of single problem within a tribe. There might have been 30 people. There's one alpha male. He's a bully. He's aggressive. He's getting on everybody's nerves. He's stealing and sleeping with everybody else's woman. You know, the 29 other people get together and go, fuck this guy, let's get him out of here. And they killed them off. They cast them away to go and live on their own, you know, which is a terrible strategy for survival. And science believes that a lot of alpha males actually died out. Well, some may have made it through the filter, I don't know, okay? But we're in a scenario now where I believe that same thing is going to happen. Where we're in a very PC world now, okay? I don't like a lot of it, but there's some things that should be accepted. Other guys, gay, wants to get married. Yeah, have no problem with it. You know, when that was something that was shouted down in past generations, that was so silly. And we've got a scenario now in this era where if you've got a guy in the office that's like, I don't believe in gay marriage, everybody will get on their back and be like, what's the matter with you? You know, get out of here. If there's that level of alpha male That's like, I'm so straight, I'm super straight, fuck everybody, I lift weights all day. People in this era will be like, the guy's a dick. Whereas previously, he might have been celebrated in the office as the alpha male guy. You know, oh, that's hilarious, he's making gay jokes. Oh, he's racist, that's hilarious. You know, but in this era, it's like, guy's a dick, get him the fuck out of here. And this is why I believe it's an outdated concept, because especially in the modern era, with all the different traits that we can have and how well-rounded we can be as a man, I just think the barrier to entry for an alpha male is way too low. You know, having a guy that could be 6'4" and muscular with a good jawline, but he's stupid, demotivated, lazy, rude, racist, homophobic, you know, and all these different traits added up, doesn't particularly dress well, etc. But people would go, he's an alpha male because he's tall, big and strong with a good jawline. That's too low a barrier for entry for me. You know, I don't think any work's been put in. It's very similar to how you could say a woman is an alpha female because she gets to 18, has unbelievable genetics, big boobs, little waist, wide hips, fat ass, beautiful face, and she's never stepped foot in a gym. I wouldn't class her as an alpha female. I'd say she's just genetically lucky. She won the lottery. I would class a woman who might be, let's say, 32 years old, wealthy, owns her own assets like house, car, etc. I think I said dresses well, always presentable, just intelligent, you know, has a good job, good conversationalist, that sort of thing. I would say, okay, she's an alpha female. You know, I would class it like that. But because the line between the two is blurred, you know, it's very hard to say which is which. That's why I throw out there the outlier male concept. That's why I believe an outlier male will lead to the death of the alpha male, if it's not already. I think to be a more well-rounded man who has various traits outside of just the simple physical will always rank you above what is coined an alpha male, especially in the modern era. I just think the guy who walks in, who's 6'4", handsome and strong, but has nothing else going for him, compared to, let's say, an Elon Musk type, you know, or a Renaissance type of man who is in shape from hard work, okay, is a disciplined individual, doesn't really drink alcohol, has a perfect diet, great hygiene, dresses well, fantastic assets, intelligent, great conversationalist, cultured, has traveled the world, knows 3 languages, makes the best of himself. He's not a 10 out of 10 in looks, doesn't look like the other guy by any means, but he's a 6 or a 7. He's made the best of himself, okay? I think that guy will lead this next generation. I think that guy will start to find his feet. I think the days of the big, strong idiot have gone. I just think that won't last anymore and people won't respect that. I think people are looking for more substance. You know, men, women, whatever, like I said, your preferences and what you want to be attracted to you. I think people will now be drawn to that individual that has various traits. People have never wanted to get to know somebody more, okay? Generations gone by, people would go on one date and get married next week. And the woman didn't really have a choice. She was just like, well, you know, he's a big, strong man. He'll be fine. Whereas now you might be dating a girl for like 2 months before any decisions are made, before she even has sex with you. You know, you might be a friend with that woman for like 2 years or a work colleague before she has sex with you. And I think that comes from various traits. And it's good because it's healthy competition. You know, we've got the big guys, the intelligent guys, the wealthy guys. Everybody's in the mix now and has a shout at winning. I just think whoever is the best well-rounded out of everybody will come out on top. The kind of straight 7 system I spoke about before, about being consistent across the board. I think that beats somebody who is a 10 in 2 areas and then shit in everything else. And that's why I think the alpha male concept is outdated. I think, yeah, it served me very well and I've made a lot of content on it. I've learned a lot. It's just I see the world changing very quickly at the moment. And I just think, you know, you could be some skinny, nerdy guy at home trading crypto right now. And something goes fucking parabolic and just goes through the roof and you make 20 million tomorrow. You know, the big alpha male that's strolling along thinking he's the man who's working a 9 to 5, let's say, labouring job. I say labouring because I've done it, so I don't feel ashamed to say that. It doesn't make it personal then. You know, I've done that in the past. Like wheelbarrowing, shoveling, all that shit, concreting, whatever. He suddenly drops below the other guy. Now, on base appearance, you know, the women might still be looking at that tall, muscular builder, whatever, the labourer. But over a period of time, that skinny guy who just made millions off crypto, who's intelligent, who's focused, who's disciplined, who has a great life, he can now hire a personal trainer and gain shape. He can now start dressing better. He can start taking better care of his looks, his health, etc. Start bringing himself up to a more well-rounded level. And he has all of those traits compared to this guy over here that has 2 or 3. And I just think that's what's going to happen. I just think these outlier males are going to knock the alpha males off the perch. And if you're too, like I always say, success and fitness, okay? Which sounds very alpha male-esque, but they're not. Fitness and success are gateways to everything else. If you're in shape and you're healthy, you look better. You think clearer. Your testosterone's higher. It allows you to do more. If you're successful and you have a lot of money, it's a gateway to personal trainers, a language teacher. You can get coaching from top level people and learn about more things. You can travel the world. You can try different foods. You can buy the most expensive assets, and become more well-rounded, or you can buy the most expensive foods that are of a higher quality that make you look better, feel better, etc. You see where I'm going with this, guys? They're gateways to everything else. They have a ripple effect. You get in shape, you become wealthy, it ripples out. Whereas an alpha male guy might just be the genetically biggest and strongest. Oh, he's an alpha male, he's got the biggest dick. Yeah, but he's a moron and he's broke. For me, it doesn't do it for me. I don't know. I don't think it would do it for many modern women, maybe as a one-night stand, but I think in terms of longevity, and especially in the next 10, 20, 30 years, I just think the guys that are more well-rounded, that have a range of traits, will come out on top, and the outlier males will make the alpha males obsolete. If you want to grab our men's lifestyle supplement and male advantage ebook, all links are in the bio.